Hello everyone, Sriram Kumar here. This is for ShriLearning. We are talking about PMP success. So PMP success makes people to get more energy. There are many people who are preparing for the exam, yet to start for the exam, close to the exam. You will watch these videos to understand the reality of what is this exam all about, how to prepare. There are a lot of success stories with the ShriLearning, but still every story is unique in nature because everyone has a different goal, everyone has a different way of preparation. So we'll listen to this. Before that, first we'll give congratulations to Arya for this wonderful achievement of PMP on February 10th. Great wishes, Arya.
Thank you so much, Shriram. And I would like to thank you first because this was never possible without your guidance and the last minute support. We'll talk about it later, but yes, that was most crucial point that we got into touch, and that was the point that helped me the most.
Happy to know. Happy to know. We will see the certificate quickly and come back. Here it is. Clinical project management, the most demanded domain, pharma and clinical she is. And she's a project manager there. She got certified on 10th of February. I'm sure it adds great value when a person is in project management and specifically certain domains. They are very keen on following a process because a slippage in process can cause heavy for them because there are a lot of norms and regulations followed all over the world, specifically in pharma and clinical. Not only this, any industry, but still these industries are very systematic. If you don't follow the system, you won't be on time. You won't meet the quality, right? That's how it is. So give a little background about your area, what you do, and I know you're totally packed with your job. Irrespective of that, what pushed you to come for PMP?
Okay, first of all, I'm by designation, I'm not project manager, but as we understood in while taking PMP, that every person handles a project into certain team. So role-wise, designation-wise, it is centralized monitoring lead. Again, that is like kind of project management for my particular department. I'm taking care of a lot of things. So I am definitely doing project management, but I'm not a project lead yet. Okay. So I stepped into this centralized monitoring lead role in 2018 January. So my then line manager informed me about this PMP at that point of time only. Now you are into this lead role, and just 3 years down the line, make sure that you hit this PMP even earlier if you can, if you get that right kind of experience and you have that project hours with you, so you can hit that. So that is how I got introduced to PMP, and PMP was my target since 2018. And yes, 3 years down the line, I was sure that I had to finish that in 21, but somehow life happens, and then there was baby. It was very small, I had to take care of baby first, and that's why it got little postponed. But I got into it in end of September, and I decided that I have to crack it in 21 anyhow. Then again, like COVID happens, something or other happens, and finally I took attempt in February and cleared it. I was like, no more delay. No, I cannot let it push to another financial year. So
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
for sure.
That's not the thing. In the sense, the moment you push, it
Yeah,
gets to the back seat and it'll take time to come back. That the rhythm
yeah,
is needed. But I'm
yeah.
happy that 2018 you planned and you're able to sit for the classes and focus on it. Being a mom, working a job. Ooh. I think COVID and work from home could have given a little breathing time.
Yes, there was a lot of breathing time. I would have actually taken in December itself, but my
Hmm.
babysitter and cook, both one after another, they got hit by COVID.
I
So I
understand.
had to drop everything.
I
You know,
understand.
baby comes first, right? So I
That's
had to
true.
take care of
That's
baby.
true. That's true.
That's why.
See, with the ShriLearning, at least I have a track record. All this new mom or a mom
Hmm.
with the 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, they are the one clear PMP smoothly. I may have a record that they come when they ask to me the day one, Shriram, I have a little baby. Can I go for it? Will I have a time? but actually they are the one, I don't know how they find the time. They find it, they clear the exam.
Yeah.
People sit leisurely, they have a lot of time, they couldn't prepare. So credit to all this mom who take effort, because what happened is with a little baby, you will have uneven sleeping time. They'll
Yeah.
wake up middle of the night, early morning, right?
Hmm.
So one mom I remember, she says, whenever I wake up, I start reading the book. So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, all other guys have a schedule of sleeping regularly 8 hours, 7 hours, or watching Netflix. So they have something covered, but this mom is always focused on the kid.
Yes.
If not kid, open the book.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Really,
that happens.
really
My
appreciate.
kid is like 1 year now,
Mm.
and so he used to be there in your classes also. He was the tiny little person who used to, creep up in the camera all the time.
Right,
So he
right,
used to come so many times. So I was in the habit of having little sleep because he's a small, right?
right,
So
right,
that helped me. That actually helped me.
right.
So I think that if I would have planned it in a better way, so I could have taken this just when baby turned like 4 months or something. I should have started preparation by then.
Mm.
But perhaps everything happens at its own time. But
Mm.
in case some new mom wants to take it, I think once you recover physically after 3, 4 months, whatever time it takes for you,
Right,
and you have that 2 months for yourself completely, you do not even have to work because we are on mat leave, right? So we
right.
can completely utilize that time and just make most of that time. If you have got family support, if you have got somebody to take care of baby, then even better. And I am sure that you can crack in 2 months. That's like more
Right.
than enough time.
Right, right. Now that's a valuable input, because whenever some mom asks me, I will tell that you can. So I think your video will help many mom who's listening this. Thanks a lot for that, Arya. So coming to the topic of preparation, uh, since you said management as such as not a role, but you still play the game there as a manager.
Hmm.
When these classes happen for you, were you able to connect with the content as you are working in a clinical background on management subject? Are you able to connect really well?
Yes, like 200%. So even if there is something that I am not involved in, I know that my project lead does that. We have uh, like different set of verbatim and designations that we used in different industry. So in my industry, it is project lead, and the PMA is the right hand of PL. And then we have got regional people divided who takes care of region. So those are called regional CLs. So I am one of them. I am looking after EMEA region for particular set of studies. Okay,
Got you.
so it's project wise. So currently I'm handling 2 studies.
Mm.
So for
Mm.
that, so that is again a project manager role itself. But then since the project is so big, you cannot have multiple project leads. That's why the industry is set in a format that you have to divide the responsibility. So
Right.
we take care of entire EMEA region, and we take guidance or say inform or keep a track of everything and inform our PL. And we are like in direct touch with our customer also. So everything a project manager does, we do it.
Got you. Got you. That's interesting. So, post classes, how was your reading habits? You mentioned with the baby, you had to read up and down.
Yeah.
So, any specific book you preferred or any pattern you preferred for reading?
Rita.
Mm.
So I
Mm.
actually started reading PM Bok in 2019 or maybe 20. I don't remember exactly. Maybe 2019 end or 2020, something like that. But then it was tough. I could complete initial 4, 5 chapters, and that too from PM Bok 5, not PM Bok 6, PM
Mm.
Bok 5. It was tough, and later there were so many responsibilities that I had to actually leave it. It was not very much well planned at that point of time. But this time, when I started reading, I followed everything that you said, that you should select either of these books and read it. You should read Agile Practice Guide, Scrum Master, you name it, and I have read it. So, my Griffith, everything other than PM Walk, I
I
have read it.
understand. I
And PM
understand.
Walk, I have referred. while analyzing the mock questions, what I did was there were references mm, along with the answer that this is from the PM box section, this and this. So I used to visit that section just to clarify my doubt that
Got you.
why went wrong here. So in that case, I referred PM box. Besides that, I did not refer PM box.
Got you.
I have read Rita once thoroughly,
Hmm.
and second time for only clarifying the concept, but not entirely, only specific topics where I was.
Got you.
And besides reading, the thing that really helped me was listening to the videos.
Hmm.
So I have listened to the recordings thrice. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'll tell you the reason. I never had too much time to sit and read with the baby around. Even if I open the door now, he will come here right now. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I cannot always close the door. Okay.
Hmm.
I have to keep it open for his safety and all.
Hmm.
So I never could read in silence. And with a full time work, also, you cannot read too much during the day. That is for sure. So at night, when he used to sleep, I used to make a schedule that I have to finish this chapter, say, in 3 days. So on those 3 days, I used to wake up till 2 a.m. in the morning or 2:30 a.m. in the morning and finish it off. So that was the only reading thing I did during entire day, even when he was sleeping or I had time in between my calls and everything. I used to listen to videos. So I used to lose track. Okay, so I used to go back and then start listening it from 10 minutes back, and then again used to catch up on the topic, and then I used to fast forward it and things like that, 2x speed sometimes, because I am completely, I have grasped all these concept of that particular topic. And not only this, I used to search for topics, like
Hmm.
business case. So
Yeah.
what is actually business case?
Right.
So I
Right.
used to go and search that in YouTube and look at small
Get some
videos of
topic.
3-4 minutes. Yeah. So that really helped me.
Quick
That helped me.
learning.
Yes. And
That's nice.
utilizing the time, just why to waste the time? He's playing, right? He's playing
Right.
here, so I can
Right.
listen at least. He will see that mom is there, but then I can be physically here and mentally there. So
That's
that way
true.
I did.
That's a good idea. But again, one warning is some people, when they click one video, you
Hmm.
tend to see a lot of other videos coming up on the right side,
Yeah.
and people get sometimes carried away with the too many topics. Right? That shouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah, that shouldn't be there. That should be in the habit. And
Hmm.
just to avoid these things, what I did was I uninstalled all the video apps from my phone except for YouTube. YouTube I had to keep for only these things.
Hmm.
Except that, nothing, no subscription, no Netflix,
Uh-huh.
no Z, nothing at all, no parties, nothing, absolutely nothing. People were partying, and I was like, okay, you people go and party, but I'll come only after my PMP.
PMP,
That was,
huh?
yeah, that was my standard format.
So February 10th results. After which you
Yeah.
did party, you did give party to people.
No, I haven't till date. Actually, I fell sick just after exam.
Oh,
Perhaps due to
mm,
there was actually AC blowout in the room, so I'm very much prone to those things. So I cannot take sun and AC immediately. So
oh,
because of that, I fell sick. And also, it takes a toll on your health if you ignore your health for three
yeah,
months,
of course,
right?
of course, of course.
So that sleep deprivation was a
Yeah,
lot,
it will be there.
and
Will be there.
yes,
You can't
yeah.
come out.
So
And also your
yeah.
friends will be used last 2, 3 months. You don't go anywhere. They would have removed you
Hmm.
from the list.
No,
So,
no, they didn't. They are great.
so they don't call
Towards
you back.
end, I promised them, please, please give me like 31st January. And then they understood. I said, last, I'm not going to increase the date. And they were like, okay, fine. But we need party. So the party is pending, but we will plan the party soon.
Understand, understand. The moment you complete the exam that day, I'm sure your energy level would have been high, and
Yeah,
you want to do more, right?
yeah, yes.
Right, right. So, how was the exam? You went for center or online?
And
How you did?
I
Center
went
based.
for center, yes, because I wanted to remove all these things from my mind, that internet will go off, the electricity will go off, something will happen to baby, something will happen to computer.
True,
So
true.
there were too many odds. I didn't want to be burdened by these things and, get into
Best
this
thought.
loop. And yeah,
Best thought.
that's why I thought of
Is it in
booking center.
Bangalore? Bangalore you took
Yes,
exam.
yes, Shivaji Nagar Center. That was
Is
a
it
good center.
smooth process? All things are
Yeah,
good.
everything was according to what is displayed in the video on TMP website. Everything, PMI
Everything.
website, as much as it says, even the lockers are same. So everything is same.
Yeah, they're very clear. Locker
Yeah,
should be there.
yeah.
When they go to center, there are many people never been to center. Anything they have to keep in mind regarding ID card, any preparation,
Must carry two ID cards.
ID
You
cards,
told me to take two ID card, and
photo
Aadhaar
ID of
was,
government.
yeah, two photo ID. So I gave Aadhaar first, but they asked for the another one, definitely because of photo, I think. Because in
Oh.
Aadhaar, the photo is not that clear, right? So, but they accepted PAN.
Aadhaar will not have your Facebook photo, okay?
Yeah,
All right, yeah, Aadhaar shows a different photo. All
yeah.
right, good. That is fine. So now exam timing. We have 230 minutes to take this exam.
Hmm.
And what was your strategy, and are you able to manage within this time?
So for time, my strategy was clear from beginning, right from mock one.
Hmm.
So I was timing myself from mock one. So after every mock, I have recorded I have a personal chat. So in that, I recorded how much I scored, how much time was left, and all, how much were the silly mistakes that could have been avoided.
Hmm.
So I have tracked, and in first mock, I was left with more than 1.5 hours. In second mock, I was left with maybe 40 minutes. Similarly, so after each and every mock, the time decreased, how much time I was left with, but I always had sufficient time.
Hmm.
So in real exam also, I was left with 22 or 23 minutes when I submitted.
That's decent time. So it means your speed of reading is really good.
Yeah,
So
I'm a reader, so.
first 60 questions, were you in fast or you are going normal speed?
Oh, it was slow, super slow.
Hmm.
First 60, I was like, my God, what is happening to me? What happened to all
Hmm.
this timing strategy that I did? Nothing is working right now. I was in panic.
Hmm.
And then in the seat itself, I was like meditating for like, calm down, telling myself that please calm down. This is not going to help. Focus on question. So, I analyzed, I like thought that in first 13 to 14 question, I was taking too much time. So 13, 14 question only, I took half an hour.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, it was like too much. And after that, I had realized that this is not going to work. So follow the strategy. Sriram had said that if you cannot understand the question in one go, it is not your question, move on. So I did that. And after 14th, 15th question, it was uh, not that like time taking. It was okay for me after that. And I slowly started building up time.
Hmm.
And it was not that I was not understanding the question. It was because I was not into that phase. Okay, I had to go into that phase, and it takes at least 10 to 15 minutes to reach into that phase, into that mode of
Right.
taking question. You are focusing only on that screen
Hmm.
and just reading the question and thinking about it. There is nothing going on like around the world for you. So
Hmm.
you should forget everything. So for building up that thing in my mind, it took me half an hour.
Hmm.
After that, I just forgot everything. Arya, forget everything. Focus on this. Once this is done, you can do anything in the world. And then, yeah, I did it. It was like fine.
That's great. That's great. So end of that, focus and concentration is very important, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
Sooner you get into that phase, easier it will be, and sooner you will finish the
Yeah,
exam.
yeah, that's true. That's true. That is why the first 60 questions we recommend people to use 90 minutes of time,
Yeah.
because there would be little slowness because your money, your family, all will run in your mind the first 20 minutes. So after
Yeah,
that, settle down.
For me, more than money and PMP, it was like my son was having fever that day. So that
Oh,
was running in my mind that, oh, I had to leave him and come. Will I be able to
disturbing.
perform good in this exam? That was my basic thing, that I know that I can go back and take him to doctor 2 p.m. It's completely fine. But is that going to hamper my exam? That was already somehow built up in my head. And that's why I took little time.
Tough, yeah, tough, yeah. Mom role is really, really toughest role,
Yeah,
right?
but my husband took very good care of kid that day, and he assured me in morning itself, because his name is Takshay, my baby. So he had developed fever in evening prior on 9th of February, 7 p.m., something like that. And I was really worried. And I said that now I cannot even, postpone exam, because we have to do it before 48 hours. And I
Right.
really don't want to, frankly. Will it be okay? He said, yeah, you go take care. If I have to take him to doctor, I will take him to doctor. You
Nice,
don't worry about it. So he took very good care of him.
nice, nice. So it's a full team and family effort to make this
Yeah.
PMP.
Yeah.
All right, all right. So when you click the last button, you are aware that you're going to clear the exam.
Yes, somehow I knew even
You
before
felt it.
writing the exam,
You
because I
thought
was
of.
clear in my concepts.
Acha.
So I was like, yeah, I will clear it unless there is something like in some of these uh, success stories. I had heard that the questions are very much lengthy. You have got at least six options also. So I also got questions with five or six options, but
Options.
they
Okay.
were, yeah, but they were minimal. So more
Acha.
the option, more you will take time to read it, right? So that is also a matter. And people said there will be two three like big sentences and all, but since I'm a fast reader, so it didn't matter to me the reading the question. I could read the question even twice, so
Hmm.
that was okay for me. Once I went into that mode, it was easier for me.
Got you. Got you. So mathematics, anything interesting? They're
uh
asking depth or high
yes.
level?
No, very easy, but I had three questions.
Acha, high level. Okay. Then it is fine.
Yeah.
And Agile, are you working in Agile environment?
No, not completed. It's hybrid mostly.
Hybrid. So how do you
Mostly you
manage
can
Agile?
say, mostly you can say, mostly 90% I'll say predictive. But
Hmm.
once we are into conduct phase, planning and all are predictive completely. It is about drug. So for putting that drug into market, we have to go through certain fixed specific procedures only. We have to
Hmm.
generate that kind of data.
Right.
If the data matches the requirement, then only it will be passed. Otherwise, the drug will not be launched into market.
Got you.
So
Got you.
that thing is predictive. But in conduct phase, according to whatever is going on, say some strategy is not working for some of the hospital, so
Hmm.
we can change that strategy. So in that way, we are agile. If
Hmm.
customer wants to see some more reports, or say they are not very much happy with this kind of representation, or
Hmm.
they want some more data, they want to dig into more details, so in that case we are agile.
Hmm.
So whatever customer requires, we are like very much agile for that. So we
Hmm.
will do it for them,
Nice to
whatever
know.
makes the project better.
Cool, cool. You have a concept of both predictive and adaptive now. And I believe Agile would have given you some more new learnings which you can apply in
Yeah.
your day-to-day life.
Yes. Yeah, I was like point blank about agile before entering into this PMP sessions. I had taken your like first two session for agile, so I had got that link from Rahul, so I attended that, and I was like, what is this user story, man? I've never heard. What is this? Because I never heard, right? And I'm into 12 years into the industry, and it's all about project manager. What is this? How is it written? So even before joining your classes, I looked for, okay, so this is something about agile, I need to learn this. Okay.
All right. So now you have all the knowledge. You can play agile, non-agile,
not
hybrid.
not all the knowledge. I would like to learn more in depth about agile. I would like to see what practices can I bring into my hybrid projects.
Got you.
So I am really keen about learning all those.
Perfect. Perfect. Nice to know. Good. Super good. So that's the thing. And when you click the button, I'm sure you saw success. I believe you're excited. You felt
Yeah.
emotional?
No, not emotional, relieved. I didn't read, there were like 3, 4 sentences, and I read only congratulations first
You read
word.
that and said, okay,
Yeah,
got it.
I was like up from my seat already. So the
Oh,
lady, yeah, who was proctoring, she was like, wait, there will be survey. She came and then said, you have to fill the survey. Have you read? I said, yeah, congratulations means I'm done. I'm fine.
I know your mind is back to home. You want to go home, right?
Yeah. I
Okay.
wanted to reach home.
Could be. That's a one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good, Arya. Really happy for your success. Now, I'm sure you're going to apply this in your corporate because
Yes.
every learning should be applied. If not,
Yes,
it will
of
go away.
course.
It will just go away.
Yeah.
Right?
And this was really required. I wanted to enhance my leadership skill, and PMP is definitely about project management, but leadership is a really very important part in PMP. And once you go through this PMP course and all these books session, you take the exam, you know how to handle that thing, and you build a different kind of confidence, and you are able to lead better. At least I felt all these for me. So yeah, I will try to be a better leader every day.
Perfect. 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 Do that, and more success is on your way. Right?
Thank
Uh,
you.
Great. Great. So, any final tips you want to give with people who are listening to this?
Yeah, so one thing that I could have done better was uh, start taking mocks, more mocks, and earlier. So I waited to finish my study and then start taking mock, which is good. But start taking chapter wise mock as soon as you finish your chapters. So that was not my initial strategy. So I waited actually to finish the course and then reading thing, and then I started on the chapters. So that was a bit delayed for me, but otherwise I had done more than 2100 questions. So overall I had done so many questions,
God,
so that was okay. Yeah.
a
So
lot of.
yeah, not only listening videos. After I was like I had completed all the reading, everything, listening, I started taking mocks. So you would have noticed that I had breaks in between mock. So I used to take one day, and then it was a 5 day gap, and then it was a 7 day gap, 3 day gap, like that. So in between that, I used to, just search for mock test, even when phone was in my hand. And I used to take that question. I had that link of ShriLearning saved on my mobile, and I used to go to the chapter test and start taking those 10
Wow.
10 questions. So that way I did, because if I would have waited to like sit and take mocks, I would never have done so many
Right,
questions.
right. So, good message to everyone here is keep reading, simultaneously take some tests to understand, are you understanding the question properly?
Yeah.
Through question, you can learn back again in the reverse order
Yes.
also. Right.
Yes.
That's a really good message. Nice. Superb. Once again, thanks a lot, Arya, for coming up here. And let this PMP open the doors for your leadership path and keep achieving more bigger things in your life. Good wishes.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. And I'm coming back for Agile class soon.
Welcome. We'll keep learning more.
Yeah.
Right. Good
Okay.
wishes. Thank you.
Thank you.